Hey everyone, today I've got your Phantom Thread movie review. A dressmaker finds his muse in a woman. Is the relationship seamless or bound to unravel? So as far as the story goes, Paul Thomas Anderson directs this film that seems like pure Oscar bait right off the bat, when it feels like a spur-of-the-moment romance that turns into a whirlwind of being the subject of fashion to a potential partner of love. And sometimes while watching the film, I didn't really understand what the point of the movie was, even though I didn't, and I actually had to sit through this movie to watch it and find out exactly what was all going to happen in the end. At least I was kept interested throughout, and of course I was drawn to this movie when I first saw the trailer and I said, this is a movie I have to see. I love fashion and I just love how beautiful and artistic it looked. And yes, even though people might not exactly like a movie like this, it takes a while before you actually get into the story, and it was still beautiful nonetheless. So as far as the casting goes, you've got Daniel Day-Lewis in his final acting performance, and I honestly cannot believe that he's retiring after this film. So I hope this film is worth it, but I definitely feel like he went out with a bang with this film. He plays Reynolds Woodcock, who is a dressmaker. He kind of plays off this ambitious yet stubborn man, and he pulls it off very well because he shows that it is believable to be like this. Sometimes he can be vulnerable in certain social interactions, even though he feels like he's, this sort of powerful guy in his position with his job and telling people what to do. But then he meets this waitress, Vicky Krieps. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but she is also equally vulnerable, even more so when she meets him, because, she seems to be sweet and, she's quiet at times and she's youthful and she's got this personality that makes you more sympathetic for her because of, this world that she's drawn in. And basically what she has to put up with even this other woman that's in the film. She just sort of seems like a fish out of water in a way, but then I think you see her character slowly developing in the film. And perhaps the title of the film is kind of a metaphor, and she is the Phantom Thread. And if you see this movie, maybe you'll sort of get that meaning. So the things that I liked about the film was, like I said, it's a very beautiful film. The production design just shows just this elegance, and even with the costume design, you get to see all the different dresses and things that were being made, and just the way it was all presented, it just felt so flawless. And the musical score, while it might put some people to sleep, I think it just really suits the whole mood of the film. And by the third act, it had me questioning some things that were going on, so it kind of felt sort of mysterious in a way. And unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was, as expected, it dragged on at times, and it did make me want to fall asleep, to be honest. And I wouldn't necessarily say that it was a boring film to watch, it just wasn't always keeping my interest 100% of the time. So overall, I would say that Phantom Thread was still a very excellent film for what it was, because the director, wrote and produced this film. So he put a lot of work in this film, and I could definitely see that here. So I would still highly recommend seeing this film, and I would give this 4.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Phantom Thread, and as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.